Hey, how you doing? I'm Ivan Prume from Boundless Joy. I used to play with that band White Zombie, and we're on Good Company with Scott Bowling.
Hey guys, this is Scott Bowling and Ivan DePrune. He's made it. White
What's up,
Zombie,
buddy?
baby. Thank you for being here, man. How you doing, man? I like them shades, man.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Dude, you were gonna be on Good Company. You gotta wear the shades. It's
Well,
tight,
you
man.
know.
What's the backstory? You got high, right before you got here.
I got so baked and actually, I woke up with freaking both eyes bloodshot. I got I don't know, man. I hope it's not pink eye, but I think it is.
Man, you know how you get pink eye, right? When you fart on somebody's pillow, or what
Yeah.
happened on this?
Well, I had a pillow fight with a pillow,
Oh, yes.
and then the pillow farted on me.
It happens. Dude, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, man.
I love this energy.
This is so cool.
This video right here, we're just gonna look at this. This changed my world, man.
Yeah.
I was a young 12-year-old boy, and I saw this on MTV.
Good old Thunder Kiss.
Yes, dude, it's amazing. But you guys have so much material before White Zombie, which I want to talk about. You grew up in Brooklyn, right? You met Sean back in the day. Shauna, you call her Shauna.
Shauna, yeah, that's.
Take me back then. Like, what were you listening to in Brooklyn? Graduating in school and.
Wow. Well, I started off. I just really loved any music that had a real good beat. So I was listening to a lot of disco and old hip hop, rap music, and I also loved Black Sabbath, and the Beastie Boys was the ultimate thing, but that came out a little later.
Wow, that's cool.
But I met Shauna through joining a band before White Zombie with her.
Yeah.
Called Life, and a good old friend of mine that lived down the block from me on President Street in Brooklyn. Actually, that house I grew up in is for sale right now. It's crazy. But anyway.
Dude, it's so far back.
No.
How do you do this, man?
So this guy was like, hey, man, I got a girl in my class who is looking for a drummer. And he was in class with one of the singers, Allegra. And she passed my number along, and I ended up heading over there and to a rehearsal, and we had a jam, and it was awesome. And
how long were you playing drums to this point? I mean, were you playing drums?
Just a few years.
Oh, really?
A couple of years, yeah.
How good were you? I mean, did you take lessons and stuff?
A little bit. Yeah, I had this old hippie living upstairs in my house, and he showed me a couple of beats and some jazz beats too. And then I would just bang away, just.
Did your parents buy you a drum set?
No, I had to buy it myself. I actually went to a summer youth employment program in New York City. Got paid $3.35 an hour, minimum wage back then. And by the end of the whole summer, I had enough money to buy a used drum kit. And that old hippie actually was like, hey, look at the used newspaper here and see if there's anything you're interested in, because I wanted to spend the money. I saved up like $300-400, and I found this 5-piece drum kit. I was like, yes! And at that point, I knew I wanted to be a drummer, but I never really thought about buying a drum kit. I was like just loving beats, and I would bang on desks, in school, and when I got that drum kit, I set it up, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just pounding away, and showed me a couple of beats, and I just started playing them, and then I got some lessons, and just a few lessons at that point, and then.
So you did a couple lessons, and you just like, screw this, I'm gonna keep going.
Keep going, yeah, and I would take lessons here and there, and then while I was with White Zombie, I studied at the Drummers Collective. The Drummers Collective in Manhattan, and took a few lessons there, and some really freaking great teachers there. I think Aaron Plunkett was one of them, and anyway.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you were in school before White Zombie, right? Or is this why you joined?
I was in high school.
You were in high school. Okay.
I was in high school. I was in yeah.
So anyway, you met Sean. Shauna. You call her Shauna. We call her Sean.
Yeah, when the band Life broke up,
Yeah.
Shauna was dating Rob already, and Shauna called me up and asked if I wanted to join White Zombie. But they already went through Peter on the drums, on the Gods of Voodoo.
Yeah, man,
record.
look at this. I got this
That,
up here.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's a release they did after.
Because we got everything on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Got the beautiful vinyl. Look at
Crazy,
this.
crazy. Yeah, I've never seen it so big.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up with the back right here? See?
And that's the first release with me on the drums. So that came next.
Nice.
The other side of this is
Yeah.
that record. Okay.
This-
We had a couple of pressings of the Pig Heaven side. You flip that over.
Yeah.
There was a white.
But this one you're on though, right?
But the same pressing with a different cover. That's the second pressing.
Did you guys, when you released this, was this on vinyl originally when you released it?
Yeah.
That's cool. See, I want that, the original pressing.
Yeah.
That would be
Good
pretty
luck
sick.
finding one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that must have been really cool having your own vinyl out, man. Never pressing
Oh, that was really cool. I was so proud. You know, I would walk through my high school and say, "Hey, man, who wants to buy a record?" CDs weren't out yet. So.
How did you fit in when you first started jamming with Rob and Sean? I mean, did you bring your own flavor to the band, or were they telling you what to do? I mean, like, what was the vibe like? You know?
I just started playing some beats, and Rob was like, "That's cool," and I was in.
Yeah, because you do have your own style, man.
Yeah.
And plus, you're influenced by so many different people, like
Yeah,
rap, hip hop, metal.
He liked that I was hitting hard and just playing driving grooves. Mm-hmm. I was always a real aggressive drummer because I was always picked on. I was bullied in school, and it was a way for me to unleash, you know?
Yeah.
Just to fight back in a way. And when I would hear those aggressive songs, where the drums are up front, so I was like, the beats have to be strong, you know?
Yeah.
And
You're loud when you play. I almost think of like I'm Tommy Lee, but I just think that loud, like
yeah, because
groove.
you gotta have that cracking rim shot and just it's like when you watch a drummer who's playing really soft with heavy metal or rock music, it's kind of like ouch. It's like, what are you doing? You got to put the fucking life into it, man.
So in high school, you said you got picked on, right? But when you were
in junior high school,
in junior.
When I went to high school, it wasn't so bad anymore. I started playing drums in junior high school.
Oh wow!
In the 7th grade, I started playing drums, and then I joined White Zombie in the 10th.
In 10th grade?
10th grade.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude! That's crazy.
10th, or was it Life? I don't remember.
Where can you find Life? Is Life on YouTube, or is there any evidence of?
No, I have a live show on tape.
You need to upload that thing.
Yeah.
You need to see the light of day.
I gotta post that. I got a lot of stuff I gotta post.
Do you? Do you have like a vault of stuff?
I videotaped everything of my whole childhood. I just got a video camera because I want to be a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And so I grabbed my father's Super 8 camera, and after 3 minutes, we were out of film. Yeah. And I just couldn't buy any more film. I'm like, what? This is crazy. And then I just begged my parents to get a video camera. So I had to wait Christmas, birthday, combined. So they always combine the two, and they go, okay, now we can afford it.
Yeah.
And I got a one of those that you have to with an adapter, you plug it into your, so it has to be plugged into the wall. And we just started shooting some horror movies.
What, the whole time has to be plugged in the wall?
Well, until I got a portable deck.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
The portable deck was the magic thing, and they just got me a camera that had to plug into the VCR that's plugged into the wall.
Gotcha.
And
dude, this is so good. You need to have like a documentary.
It was a Pentax video camera.
Oh, cool.
And one of my buddies in art and design ended up not giving it back to me. I let him borrow that one, and so I ended up buying another one. But I got a bunch of horror movies with my friends. Murder on Christmas, The Invincible Man. We would just.
So you guys did little horror movies.
Just kill each. Yeah, it would be based on the movie Halloween, and then another one was based on the movie Silent Rage with Chuck Norris. We just like to killer, you know.
Did you want to be an actor? Or do you want to act and be
No, I wanted to be a director. Yeah. At that, you know, a cameraman. You know, I just love being behind the camera. But then, you know, White Zombie took off.
It did.
It took off, and when it took off, I'm like, that's got to be on the back burner, because I'm going on tour.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's talk more about White Zombie, because I got these fancy props here. Make them die slowly.
Make them die slowly.
Look, I love to have these vinyls and everything right here.
I think you skipped. Skipped.
What did I skip? I don't have all the props, by the way, so people are gonna get mad.
You got to bring up a Psycho Head Blowout. That was next.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you want to go in chronological order.
You know, I may not even have this. We have to skip this. Oh, here we go.
There it
is.
is.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
Have this.
Yeah. Tom 5 on the guitar.
Yes, not Jay. This is pre-Jay, right?
Yeah, and on the other one that we put down, that had Tim Jeffs on
guitar. You talking about this one?
No. The 45.
Oh, okay. Well, it was just
backside of that one.
Oh, yeah.
That was Tim Jeffs on guitar. And then we had Tom 5. The first one actually was Ine Kastabi, the Gods on Voodoo Moon that I'm not on. And Ine Kastabi actually was in the band Life, too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, it's all.
I didn't know there's so many
It's
guitar
all coming
players.
together.
Yeah.
Tom 5 right there, he's awesome, dude.
I like you say 5 because I was just looking at Carl. We're all thinking John 5, but it's not John 5.
Not John 5. Tom 5.
5.
He came first.
He was the first 5.
Yep. Yeah, and this is when we started getting a following.
Okay.
Around the Lower East Side, New York, and
your style is.
We did a U.S. tour on that.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, with the next record, Soul Crusher.
Yeah, Soul Crusher. Okay, did you when you did the tour? Did you come here to Atlanta? And do you remember playing in Georgia at all? Like, I wonder what year this is.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick to see you guys back then.
Yeah, we played here a few times.
Who were you guys going on tour with? Were there heavier bands?
We
style?
were playing with random people. I remember Babes on Toyland.
Oh, Babes in Toyland. I remember them.
Toyland. Necros. We actually played a show with Danzig at the Ritz when back in this era.
What year is this,
Tom 5
man?
on guitar.
Okay.
I got that on videotape too.
Dude, you have such good stuff. I want to see all this, man. It's got to come out.
I'll share it. I will share it. It's
with
all
me.
on VHS, man. It's
dude, that we're gonna upload that.
I digitized most of it already.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
I had to.
But your style right here. You guys weren't that White Zombie style, the heaviness, right? Were you guys heavy up right here?
We were always like if you listen to the drums and bass, we always had that heavy edge. Okay. Very, very, very just aggressive and heavy, and had some cool grooves and whatnot. Mm-hmm. The songwriting wasn't really there. We would just take you on a journey, and some of them were just ridiculously just noisy. Mainly the with the guitar, interesting things that Tom would play on guitar had its own flavor that would go against kind of like what Shauna and I were doing sometimes, just do his own thing, and Rob would do his thing. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really like we had, either people loved it or hated it, because it was, very different.
When you guys are writing, are you guys all writing collectively?
Like, yeah, we all get into the jam room together and
What's it like writing with Rob? We call him Rob Zombie. What was it like collaborating with Rob? Did he take your ideas well? Were you like, hey, I got this drum thing I want to do.
He would ask me to play a drum beat. He's just like, all right, just give me a fast beat, and usually it would start with Shauna and I, or the guitar player and I. Usually Rob would just sit on the floor, like in the corner, just acting like he hates everything. I mean, literally, he would just and a lot of times we never even heard anything what he would come up with until the recording day. He would be just developing the stuff.
Yeah.
But he would definitely make it. He would voice that it sucks. He would say, "Oh, that sucks. You guys, let's try something else." And then we started. He would bring in ideas, and he would play some tracks for us to just like say, check out this vibe right here. Let's try to. And that was when we started writing The Sexorcisto. So we started taking it more seriously. We were always taking it seriously, but like we wanted to write stuff that people would not run away from the stage, you know. We learned by playing out.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. It's like if they're moshing, it's good. But if they all leave, throw that part away.
I think it's cool, man, because I went on Spotify and they posted all these albums that you can go back and listen to, but Make 'Em Die Slowly. This is just more,
John Ritchie.
John Ritchie, okay.
Yeah. That was when we started becoming metal. But the production on this record is horrible. The recording was good, but the way it was mixed and mastered, it sounds just hollow.
Hollow.
I don't know what happened in the end.
Well, how long did it take you guys to record this? I mean, was this a...
Well, actually, we had the whole album pretty much done, and then Bill Laswell came on board after the fact and was like, I want to produce this record. I'm going to bring you into my studio. We were like, hell yeah, Bill Laswell. You know, he's got a name. So we kind of threw away the old production and redid, and the songs, a lot of the songs changed in a lot of ways. Yeah. So we have a lot of songs just sitting out there that...
The songs, throwaway songs.
Yeah.
But is this are you guys paying like day by day? Like I hear you like, this sounds expensive. Like you do something, just I'll just throw it out and... Yeah.
Well, we got picked up by Caroline, so...
Yeah.
Caroline paid for the production. Soul Crusher! Okay, so Soul Crusher came out before this record.
Hey man, none of these are in order. I'm just throwing them out.
Yeah, I'm just letting
people leave feedback all the time.
We're back with Tom 5.
Hey man, I'm sorry. Yeah. Not John 5, Tom 5. Shout out to Tom 5.
And
sorry for going out of order, man. This is just, I'm throwing all White Zombie at you. That's cool. So you like the production on this one?
No. I mean, it was just in and out of the studio really fast. Like it's better. I think it's better than that one. It sounds like more like a live. All of the records are just like a live recording. You know, we never really went back and did a lot of overdubs. It was just running it from beginning to end. I mean, the earlier one, Psycho Head Blowout, that was literally done in just a few hours. You know, we just played we had to go from song to song.
Yeah.
Not even stop, so we didn't eat up too much studio time.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. But it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, one person must. Yeah.
Might as well call it a live record. Huh?
This got the thunder.
And then here we go.
This song's awesome, man. I can kind of feel that direction, man. This song's tight.
Yes, this is when Jay Younger, first release with Jay Younger in the band.
Oh, Jay, Didn't you talk about how you got Jay? Didn't he try out and you did a photo shoot with him the day of or something?
Yeah. We were like, we need a guitar. We got a photo shoot booked. We need a guitar player. Let's just have Jay come in. You know, we like him. And I'm like, well, is he in the band? But if we do first say you're in the band, then do the photo shoot. But we didn't even have time for that. So we're just like, okay, we got a photo shoot. He came on down and yeah. So
how did you know Jay? I mean, were you just friends with him? He's local bands.
I didn't know him. He was just through friends of I believe Shauna and Rob. He was living out in Chicago. I'm not sure if he was already in New York, but he's from Chicago. He was playing in a band called Rights of the Accused. And then he was available for a new band, and he really dug it. He really, it's actually, his story is in the box set, the vinyl box set.
Yeah.
About that whole thing.
Is this the box set that I have? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, this comes with this book.
And a lot of the stuff that is in here, I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah?
Because the guy who interviewed each of us independently for hours. And Jay shared so much things that I never even knew about when he joined the band. Because, you know, he didn't really share that much. You know, we were like, we were just go, you know?
Yeah.
That's what you kind of have to be, huh?
It'd be tough, yeah. Yeah, but I love this box set. This is really cool. I wonder if it's still available. It seemed pretty limited edition when I bought it.
That's a good one.
Oh yes. So, oh, sorry. Look at this. This is what the first album how I discovered you guys. Right here. This is amazing. Yeah. I love the album artwork, and I know like this wasn't the original album cover, right? Didn't you guys? Weren't you guys shooting all day or something?
Yeah, we were. I think it was out in the desert. It was at this location. I remember Rob wanted to sit in this huge like chair with skulls all over it, and just he would be like sitting there, and we were like around him. We spent like the whole budget doing that photo shoot, and none of the photos really came out. There was a problem with the exposure. The flash was flashing off time from when the shutter opened. So it was like everything was so dark, we had to throw it away. So we had to redo it. And I think Shauna and Rob just got some friends to put it all together. And
yeah, I'd love to see that, dude. But this color and everything, man, this is like when I was a kid, I was instantly like, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's well done.
It looks killer.
I remember when we moved to LA, Rob would go over to Geffen Records and work on getting it all put together.
Mm-hmm. And you guys spent, when you were in the studio, I mean, this was a process. Who were you working with in the studio? I mean, I know you guys took a lot of time.
This album, we had Andy Wallace producing.
Yes, Andy Wallace.
He engineered and produced the record, and he kicks ass, man. I really like his production.
So he's professional. Like.
Oh yeah. He was a.
I mean, every song didn't. I mean, I've heard in interviews before where you're talking about every song he's writing out. You know.
Yeah,
all the parts.
He brought us into pre-production, into another studio that we just ran through each song, and he helped steer the songs in a like the songs were pretty set in stone, but there were certain transitions and certain things that he thought he had ideas that he threw at us to make it just a little more, marketable, I guess, or catchy.
Yeah.
And
when you were in the studio, you knew these were strong. I mean, this feels like you're like, this is something special is going on, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was big time.
Yeah, man. Was a lot of pressure?
It was exciting. It was really exciting. We've done so many records before, so, we kind of knew the process, but this was just, we had a budget, a real good budget to work with.
Oh, yeah. Back when people,
Yeah. It was good times.
When people bought albums, you had the budget was nice.
Yeah.
Did Andy Wallace know Iggy Pop? Because Iggy Pop's on Black Sunshine.
I believe it was through Michael Alago helped get it.
Michael Alago. Great documentary, man.
Yeah.
He discovered Metallica. Did he discover Metallica, or he helped Metallica?
No, he signed them to Elektra.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's that guy like, dude?
Freaking awesome, man. Michael's...
Do you like party with him? Is he like... Because I know he partied back in the day.
Well, we would hang out at bars, go to concerts. He was awesome.
Yeah.
He was very friendly and good time.
Dude, that's cool, man. Such great songs on here, man. I don't even know where to start, man. Thunder Kid 65. How'd you know? Do you know that was going to be the first single?
I think so. Yeah, because that had that catchy riff.
Oh man,
and that catchy beat.
The drums, dude. Just
yeah. So like whenever we kicked into that song, people went nuts, and so we knew that was the one.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny, man. There's a song on here. I don't even have the Knuckle. It's like it's not even a song, man. You have like a little song kind of buried in the album called Knuckle Duster or something.
Oh yeah, between the songs, yeah.
Okay, I'm bringing this up because oh, thank you. So I'm bringing this up.
Like Radio 1A or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So I'm the only guy that's ever said this to you, man. But when I was a kid, my brother and I went to First Baptist of Atlanta. When I was 12 years old, I was listening to this, and there's a preacher on there. And I'm 12 years old, and I go, that's my preacher. And I was like, oh no, that's the same guy I go see every Sunday.
No way.
And he made it a White Zombie
album.
No way.
Dude. Oh my God.
Because he's at the very beginning. He's like, I don't even know what he says, but you hear him preaching, Charles Stanley, yeah. But
wow.
I thought that was crazy, man.
Wow.
Anyway, ever since I knew you were gonna be on here, I was like, I gotta tell him. Charles Stanley made it to White Zombie record. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
My whole life, me and Carl were joking earlier, but my whole life, my whole life. When I was a kid, I thought Rob was saying Black Sunshine at the beginning, like thirst of the wheels. I always thought that was Rob.
Oh.
And then I later found out Iggy Pop did
Iggy Pop,
that.
yeah.
What's that like, Iggy Pop being in the studio? I mean,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, we got this fucking legend. And, you know, I was just blown away. That I was like, here we are. We got this guy on our record. I was like, this is a cool place to be. Pinch myself, you know, okay.
Yeah, you're like, Iggy, do you want to tour together and be best friends?
Yeah.
But no, man, in other songs, I'm glad you brought this over to me. Soul Crusher, what an amazing song. Like, I love like the little things you put on before each song, like a Drop It Buster. I love all these little samples. I guess that's Rob, you know. Is that Rob or is that all
Doing
you guys?
the samples, mainly him, yeah.
Yeah, because he's always been the horror thing. But that was so different back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
You guys like, this album came out right, you know, grunge was huge, right? I mean, was this Nevermind around that era?
Yeah, and Soundgarden and...
Were you guys touring with them, like Soundgarden or any
we
of
played
those
some
guys?
shows with them.
You guys were so unique back then, though. This wasn't grunge.
No.
It's almost like you guys kept metal
This
going,
was more,
right?
This was more influenced by like Slayer.
Yeah.
You know, Slayer meets like NWA or Public Enemy. You know, with the samples and that scary, this is more like scary circus metal, whereas grunge was like more like stoner. You know, it's a whole nother animal. You know, we would go watch a bunch of Slayer shows, and I remember finally seeing Rob just go, I spill the blood, you know. Like I was like, oh my God, Rob's a Slayer fan now. Yes, because I was so influenced by Dave Lombardo's drumming.
Yeah, dude, he's phenomenal. Did you guys tour together, you and Slayer, back in the day?
We played shows together, but we never toured together.
So who'd you tour with back during this album? Because this album when this came out, was Thunderkiss 65? Oh, I'm glad I said this. Look at these guys. These guys helped you, man.
Oh yeah. Now they pushed the band a little bit later because we started touring, and we did some shows. We did tours with Testament, and then we did a bunch of shows with Pantera, and then
that's cool, Pantera, man. That'd be too. Yeah.
And then these guys said White Zombie was cool.
Yeah, Winger sucks. White Zombie rules.
And then it blew up. Yeah, for sure.
But how far away was that? Like a year later? Or was that months? I don't know.
After we started touring, it was probably a year later.
Were you guys on tour when Beavis and Butthead was airing all this stuff? I mean, could you see a big
difference?
difference?
They were, yeah. I left the band like during the early leg of the Pantera tour. Rob Zombie and I just were at each other's throat, and we stopped talking to each other for a while.
Why is this? Just petty stuff?
Just petty stuff. Just
being on the road. It's gotta
be. We were, it was like there was like stress and but I just couldn't put up with his unacceptable behavior.
Okay.
And
were the other guys?
I'll just skip the details.
Skip the drama. That's fine.
It was just. The thing is, his behavior was just so freaking backstabbing and unacceptable that I had to make the decision to leave the band. And I knew at that time that this is the ultimate. This is as far as this band I could take this band anyway because I could, like, Rob wanted to go and like, he would talk about more of the industrial sound, like he was getting really into ministry, but that wasn't what that was just musical differences. Mm-hmm. That's not why I left the band. I think I shared some of the details in the reunion, so you can watch the reunion. Video, and I share a little bit more.
The reunion's really good too.
Yeah. But if you push me to go there, I might say some stuff that I might regret.
Don't go there. I don't want that, man. I don't want that at all.
But yeah, you'll see Jay and Shauna talking a little bit about it too. So.
But they stayed with them, and for I guess one more album.
Yeah,
and then,
they stayed with him.
But just one more album, and you did a solo thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
So after this crazy La Sexorcido ends, like what do you do immediately afterwards? You take time off?
I took a little bit of time off, but one thing I did know is that I want to pursue drumming a lot more because, as you can see, I was already in high school. I was still in high school, and I wanted to just master every little thing about the drum. I want to learn about drumming, different styles of music, and music from around the world. And I decided to just jump into PIT, Musicians Institute, for a little bit, become studio. I like studio drumming. And that was really weird. Like going from touring with Pantera to being...
Would you say Pantera? Oh, touring with Pantera, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you're in Pantera for a second.
No, I never got in Pantera. I was a Pantera fan.
I misheard that.
I was a big Pantera fan. But touring, playing, I just did a few shows with them.
Yeah.
But
that's phenomenal.
But that was like the peak of my life.
Okay.
Because I was a diehard fan, and but then there I am learning. I didn't want to join another band. I didn't want to do it all over again with another band. Because I was in a band for so long.
Were you getting offers to be in other bands?
Yeah. There was some.
Can you say any big bands that?
I didn't put myself out there.
Yeah.
So, but I can't recall right now. But
anyway, you were in the studio.
Yeah. So I learned a little bit of Latin percussion, some African drumming, and a bunch of other cool stuff. And then I went on to after that I ended up starting some other bands after that whole experience.
Didn't you produce some bands? I mean, weren't you working with like L7 or something or back?
I had the drummer come into my studio. I recorded her drums, D. And but one of the like the most exciting production I've done was usually bands that I'm actually playing in.
Yeah.
So like Healer was a big one. And not big as far as marketing. Like I wasn't looking to produce any like big names. I was looking at working with music I really appreciate, working with music that I believed in. That was important to me because I don't want to have a number one hit out there.
Yeah.
It's like because the music that would end up. I want to get music that I find like develop it, make it cutting edge, and get it out there, and see if it picks up. But
that's really cool, man. I'm looking at your shirt, Housecore Records.
Yeah.
But that's basically what Phil does, right? I mean, he gets bands.
Yeah.
You should do something like that, right? Have your own.
Yeah. I have a recording studio. It's called Burning Sound Studios.
Where's it at?
That was I started off in L.A. and now I have it in Oregon.
So do you have a bunch of bands or a few bands that you work with?
Yeah.
Under that roster?
Some bands come in and out, just local, mainly the local scene.
You kind of mentor them and do you just work with them? That's cool.
Yeah. Mainly just an hourly thing, just to help, develop, get a band, get their songs to be released.
Yeah, dude. During the pandemic, what'd you do during that time? I mean, that must have been rough.
I started a new band.
What's
Boundless Joy.
Boundless Joy. You sent me a song. I don't know if I was supposed to say it, but man, it's so good.
Yeah.
So you started that in 2020.
Yeah.
Boundless Joy.
Yeah.
Dude, that was super catchy what you sent me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. And we have a single out there right now called Cloak of Shadows. And the one I sent you is Juicy, which is probably going to air when this airs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Give us a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Juicy. Yeah. That song you sent me was amazing. What do you want to do with this? Do you want to go on the road? Or do you just...
Yeah.
Man.
It's a 3-piece band. Freaking just good music, just heavy old. It's more, it's not as metal as like Pantera and White Zombie, but it's more like, How would you describe that? Like,
yeah, man, it's like groove kind of. It's got just a flavor. Yeah, you can't describe it. You can't your own
it's hard.
thing.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
like White Zombie was. It's like, what is this? It's something different.
Yeah. You know, it's some good beats.
When you so have you guys played any shows out? You know,
yeah, I just played local.
Do you
in
have
the
like
Oregon area.
you have like White Zombie guys that follow you and be like, hey,
Hell yeah.
play a White Zombie song.
Oh yeah.
Do you play a White Zombie song live?
I have. I have. Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
Sure.
Yeah, man.
If the musicians are good, you know, it's got to be right. It's got to be done right. I jumped on stage with a White Zombie tribute band actually, and did the whole album La Sexorcisto a few times.
Oh, you did the whole album with them?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I told them, you know, I'm down for that, because when I watched what they did, I was like, holy shit, their singer. He pulled off Rob Zombie down to a T, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And so I
what was the band called?
House of Zombie.
House of Zombie. All right, I gotta check them out.
Yeah. So I did that, and you know, just had a whole bunch of other bands in and out of my studio. I did the album Creep, Lead Us Not, or something like that, and
that's cool.
And then I had the band Big News.
Big News. All
Big
right.
News was another band I was working with.
That's cool, man. That's cool. You're working with these different bands.
I also teach. I teach drums.
You teach drums?
Yeah.
How do people get lessons from Ivan?
Just go to ivandeprume.com. And
do you do them like Zoom?
Right, that'll go right over to my recording studio page, Burning Sound Studios.
Yeah.
And there you can have your band work with me, or you can take lessons with me virtually or locally.
That's cool. You get bands to work with you. I love that, dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, I feel like I'm good at that. So, you know, if I can help, you know, any musician independently or with their band, just get them to do what they love and get it, you know, like help them release their product. That I teach from the very early stages of beginner to advanced, just whatever, you know. I just look at what they've got, and I help them along. Yeah. I got something for you.
Oh, okay, let's see it.
This is I put together some merch for the 30th anniversary. Since
oh, thank you, man. Yeah, do that. Thank you. Oh, this is so sick. Oh, I love it.
Got a couple of stickers.
Hey, thank you. I got some good company stuff for you too.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that.
Yeah, you can get your own shirt at,
how do you
on
get
my
your own
website.
shirt?
Go to ivandeprume.com and
dude,
you can place your order.
I forgot to give I gotta say this. I found out about your band. I had a buddy named Jeffrey Hitchcock, and he made me a mixtape, and he acted like he was the DJ. And
no way.
Yeah, he would be like between every song, it'd be corny but funny. He'd be like, "Hey, coming up next, we got White Zombie."
Serious?
Yeah, and so I was only 12 at the time, man, and he gave me this little cassette, and it was Black Sunshine, and I was like, "Man, this is amazing," and it got me into listening to you guys, and so it's so crazy that you're here right now. So just starting this whole thing, man, I was like, man. I'm gonna interview local bands, but now I have Ivan here from White Zombie.
This is cool. Right on,
dude.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
But man, thank you so much for being here, dude.
Thank you for having me, man. You got a great thing going on here. This is freaking mind blowing. Your space and your whole freaking film crew. These guys kick ass,
dude. They're the best, man.
And dude, freaking nice to meet you.
So how do people find you one more time? So
just my name, Ivan DePrume. Go to ivandeprume.com or burningsoundstudios.com. They both go to burningsoundstudios.com, and there you can. You can go to the contact page if you wanted to get a hold of me, or you can order your T-shirt. You can find out about what I'm doing in my studio.
What's your band name again?
Boundless Joy. You got to check out Boundless Joy. We got
so
songs
cool.
out there right now on Spotify everywhere.
Ivan's legit. He's the man.
Legit. And you know what that picture is?
What's that picture?
It's like I got that off the Daddy Roth thing, but this is a drum kit hot rod morphed together. It's kind of freaking crazy,
sick,
man.
I love the shirt.
I'm all
dude.
about the hot rods.
This is tight.
Yeah.
I really like this shirt, man. My shirt's not as cool as your shirt, but it's free. So you get it. Thanks, man.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yes, brother.
Come over here.
Yes.
Right on, man.